Hello and welcome. Welcome to another edition of some amulet testing. We're gonna be trying out the list that I started working on yesterday. We're basically trying to put together Once Upon a Time and Karn the Great Creator. We're trying to see whether this actually works out. We're trying to see whether we're actually making the deck better. Because if you've been following my content lately, you would know that I've been doing very well with a list with Karn the Great Creator. So this is the list, by the way, for reference. This is the list that I've been doing very well with. But today I'm trying to figure out whether this card, which I think is extremely powerful, first of all, and second of all, I'm trying to figure out whether I'm actually making the deck better, or I'm not helping it at all, or I'm making the deck worse. If we compare this list to the other one, you'll see that the cards that I cut in order to make room for Once Upon a Time were one basic forest, snow-covered forest that is, one Pact of Negation, which we did put in the sideboard, and one Engineered Explosives. Those are the three cuts that I made for the three Once Upon a Time. Also because of the presence of Once Upon a Time. What's up, Anasho and Gaucho? Welcome to the stream. Because of the addition of Once Upon a Time, it makes a Royal Gracer much better than the Coalition Relic that I was running before. Because we have access to more reliable plays on turn one thanks to Once Upon a Time. One thing that I failed to address last time is the fact that because we actually have one less untapped green, right? We have one less source of untapped green mana on turn one. Then Grace, we're still making the likelihood of getting either this or a land playing, but it's probably by less than we think because Once Upon a Time can only find the Scout, Gracer, or the untapped green. So if you have one, it can find the other, but it cannot find both. And by cutting one untapped source, we're of course making it less likely that we're going to actually be able to play everything in turn one. So that is definitely something to consider because we only have access to 8 untapped sources of green on turn one. We have a couple of extra untapped colorless sources, upping our count up to 12 for untapped colorless sources, but our untapped green sources are actually very scarce. We only have eight of them, so that's definitely something to consider. Also, with only 27 lands, sorry, Gracer is actually a little bit, it's a little bit less good, I think. So we're gonna see how that works out. But yeah, so this is the list that I played yesterday. Now let's see how we do today. You're finally gonna do a castle build. I did yesterday, Snyder. I played 2 leagues yesterday, and unsurprisingly, I went 8-2. So man, I do love the new subscriber music. And thank you, Snyder, for that subscription. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold, my friend. Ugh, rough hand. I think we probably have to mulligan this. hmm This is much better. And I think I'm gonna bottom the Susa. Is that crazy? Oh man, what do we bottom here? I feel like I want all of these. So it's between the Scout and the Azusa. I think I'm gonna bottom the Scout actually. Nice. We're playing against Burn. Scout would have been very likely to die, so having bottomed it actually feels pretty great. Um, hmm. Well, I don't really care for Karn, so I'm gonna get it to Tularia West here. It's not great, but it's kind of whatever. Like we're gonna play Azusa on 3. It's like a land that is not gonna trigger. It's not gonna give my opponent the chance to kill my Azusa before I get full value. This is basically level. Thank you, Nasha. I appreciate it. You did it with the castle. No castle yesterday. Well, there's the Karn. No castle yesterday. We just did. We just did the list that we're playing today. You can check it on the stream decker. So we're gonna go to at least down to 13 to play this Azusa, but we need to play it. Unfortunately, there's kind of no way around it, really. Oof, that's kind of brutal. That's pretty brutal for real. Double Eidolon is very rough. Very, very rough. And we kind of have to chump here, right? Don't have the Searing Blaze. God damn it. Alright. Down to 4. Good thing is that we are not going to be losing any more life now. But I guess my opponent just has the Boros Charm here. They do just have the Boros Charm. Oh no. Another Eidolon. Alright, so we're going to get to gain 2. And we just need to... My opponent almost locked themselves out. Oh yeah! Sammy BMTG, thank you for the donation. Really appreciate it. Here's money. Thank you. I did a few streams over the weekend and it made me appreciate how difficult it is to play well, interact with chat, etc. All the things it takes to be a good streamer. Thanks for all you... Oh, thank you so much, Sammy. Thanks a lot. I mean, here's a classic. Do what I can and just pray. So we can block here, we can block here. My opponent can only play 1 spell. Formerly Battlement. Okay, sweet. Good to know. I mean, my opponent needs double 1 mana burn spell. Oh, they can't have double 1 mana burn spell. So they need to have exactly Boros Charm. I lose to exactly Boros Charm and nothing else, and my opponent has the Boros Charm in hand. Ugh, that's frustrating. Boros Charm is literally the only thing that I lose to, because my opponent would have gone down to 4, and then they would die to their own Eidolon triggers before I would actually die to the second burn spell. So that's unfortunate. Ballista out, Karn's out, Baloth, Sage. And I don't want the other explosives, I don't think. Yeah. There goes this one. We're playing 3. Yeah, I think that playing the castle in this list is just asking for trouble, honestly. Ugh. Is this a keep? I'm going to keep it, but I would not be surprised if this is actually a mulligan against Burn. Like, the amulet is not likely to survive, which is why I'm not running it out for no reason. I'm not blocking 1 damage. This plant is gonna block more damage down the road. Okay, that's actually not horrendous. So next turn I can play Genstone Mine, transmute for a bounce land. You would block because of Searing Blaze. But if they play Searing Blaze, that means that they don't play Eidolon, so that's probably good for me, right? Alright, transmute. For a Simic Growth Chamber. Pass the turn. This time I think I am gonna block. Godos Charm. Down to 6. Rift Bolt. That's sweet. So now we can pack for Azusa. Play Azusa. Float bounce. Float bounce. And bounce gemstone. Prime time. Yes. Garrison Stronghold. We already have another Titan, which is good. And I think I'm going to bounce the Garrison here. Just so I can keep the bounce line in hand, because I'm planning on getting Kalni Garden and Vesuva and Radiant Fountain here. It's possible that we're still dead anyway. We can't trigger Field anyway, so yeah, we're just going to do Fountain and Kalni Garden. We're going to go up to 8, but my opponent is going to have... So I'm effectively down to 5. I can block both Swift Spears, but I'm effectively down to 5, and my opponent has 3 mana and is going to have 3 cards in hand. So I feel pretty dead. At least one of those is a land. Unfortunately for me, it's one of the good lands, though. The one that cycles. And I'm going to block with the Prime Time, I think, instead of the Azusa, because it incentivizes my opponent to like burn one of their burn spells on one of my Titans. Okay, so nothing happens. Good for me. Papa John's napkins with that subscription, tier 1. How has the Once Upon a Time been? I was in Greece all last week and have been out of the loop. The card is actually awesome. It has been doing a ton of work. It has been doing a ton of work, so I've been liking it a lot. So here we are going to transmute for Pact of Negation. With the Summoner's Pact. So we can jam with... I'm going to get this. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to gain any life, but that's... Having the Pact of Negation is going to be pretty huge, and we're going to get 2% lethal. And unless my opponent is slow rolling me pretty disgustingly, we should have this game covered. Unless, I guess they could have double Deflecting Palm, but we can't really beat that, so there's no use in us playing around that. So I'm making sure that we percent lethal right now. It's actually pretty huge. Alright, so that basically seals the deal. Because we're going to double strike one of the Titans, and my opponent cannot have double thing, so... Sure, attack with Yasusa too, whatever. So we're going to do Turf, Gemstone Mine. And then we're gonna do Teleria and Sunhome. So this is already lethal. Opponent needs to throw some stuff under the bus, and then they need to make the first move. Well, I guess they don't need to make the first move, actually. Which is a little bit unfortunate. So I guess I double strike this boy. If I double strike here and they path and they have double path, then I lose because they also trade with this Titan. So I think it's better for me to double strike here. My opponent will need to play 2 spells in order for the Titan to survive. In order for the to trade with my Titan. So I think it's better for me to actually double strike here. Oh, everyone else get the offline. I shouldn't be offline. I should be live. I have no idea what just happened, person. All right, we got there. Yeah, that's it. We're good. Let's go for the game 3. In game 3, basically all you want to see is the naturally drawn Bailoff. the Natty Bailoff is like basically the same effect as the Natty Bog against Dredge. Oh, it wasn't your end? Okay, cool. Glad that I don't need to worry about something. Yeah, I haven't dropped any frames yet. Usually, I guess it's because of LA's internet, which is something that somebody was saying in the Discord. Is like apparently LA internet is pretty bad, and it's super weird. Like I'm just streaming normally, and then for like 15 seconds or something, I start dropping frames, and I drop frames for like 15 seconds or something, and then it just comes back. It's just like, what just happened? I have no idea. Just internet being stupid. What do you think of Cybernet with Ascendancy? Feels like it makes Cybernet more difficult since there are less slots. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. I've been cutting way more cantrips than I have ever cut. Hey Para, thank you for the follow. This got a snap mole here, and we have a snap keep right here. Probably gonna ship this basic forest. Opponent also moles, sweet. Ship the basic. We're going to amulet on 1, unfortunately. Gobbo. What you got from me, Gobbo? Once upon a time. It's a good one to reveal on the first turn. Yeah. I guess Tularia West is better there because it's a Titan, though I can transmute 4 on turn 2. Sunhome. That one's not very good. Nice. All right. So the only thing that I was afraid of there was cool. So I don't need to worry about doing that anymore. So I can pact for. Well, I guess I can steerings instead of transmuting, right? Because if I find the Radiant Fountain, then we're gonna be in a really, really good spot. Play Asusa, play land, steerings. Huh. I guess second amulet is better. So I think I take this, right? So I'm going down to 8. There's a prime time on top, sweet. I'm going down to 8. Right? I'm going down to 8. My opponent can have 2 1-mana spells and a land, in which case I will go down to 2. They could have land, Boros Charm plus 1-mana spell, which means that I would go down to 1. So yeah, so I just take this. I can't really die from here, unless I have messed up my math somehow. But I don't think I have. So we're going to play land first. Float mana. Bounce here. We're going to play a second land. And now that we have played a second land, we are going to have enough mana to transmute and Titan, even if my opponent kills the Azusa. So I don't care anymore, basically. So we're going to transmute for Pact of Negation. Then I'm going to cast a Primeval Titan. And this is why I think that Deflecting Palm is kind of a... It's kind of a trap, honestly. We're going for double Titan, right? Just mostly because we can. And this my opponent is playing like Holiday or something. They would need to have Holiday and let's see what they got. They tap blue mana. Skullcrack. Okay, so now I know that you're dead. Summon Respect for Primeval Titan. Play Prime Time. Boros Garrison, Slayer's Stronghold. No concession. All right. Make zombies for value. Yeah! Triggers! Just concede, opponent. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? More zombies! Yes! Yeah! Kill ya! Alright, I think we got him. I think we got him. You can have a internet and good internet. Weather and good internet, fair enough. Finish the VOD from yesterday. How has the 3 and 3 card felt? It's been okay, Jesus. Honestly, it hasn't been. It's only been awkward doing sideboarding, mostly. But it's kind of been working out. The politics of internet companies is crazy. They cut the power level and they raise prices depending on the area. I didn't know that. That's pretty messed up, honestly. So this hand is great against Jund. Can we please get paired against Jund? Because this hand is kind of like the nuts against Jund. On the blind is probably a mulligan. Gonna risk it. Thorough Mess. Thorough Mess is like It's like thoroughness, but when I am involved in the equation. Is this Shadow? No. Too bad, because this would be a fine hand against Shadow. This would certainly be a fine hand against that Shadow. Any content creator tasting humans that you know of would like to know if Charming Prince is the real deal or if it sucks. I have no idea if I have. I don't really play humans, so I can't really help you there. Yeah, I was just messing with you, Tom. They top bottomed. That's, I mean, between as far as all the bad draws go, that's not a bad one, I guess. Because at least it allows me to play Azusa next turn. Blue red. Oh, we're super dead now. Wow, it's been a while since I saw Storm. Like, I didn't put my opponent on Storm because, like, it's been a really, really long time since I've seen Storm playing fetchlands. That's so weird, actually. All right, so I guess we're probably dead. If I had to, make a rough guess. I think I'm gonna transmute for Pact of Negation before I transmute for Summoner's Pact. Look, our best matchup, yeah. My opponent's messing up all their scries with fetch lands, it's great. But I'm definitely gonna be sideboarding as if they have Blood Moon in their deck. Like, look at that, they just... I mean, are they even playing Blood Moon in the main deck? Is that what's going on right now? What the hell? I thought it was that Twiddle thing. Yeah, even the Twiddle Storm deck doesn't play fetch lands. The Twiddle Storm deck plays Teleria because they can't win without the Lotus Veil, Lotus something. I don't remember what the Black Lotus land is. Yes, I'm definitely sideboarding as if my opponent has Blood Moons, which is not usually the case when it comes to Storm. At least the basic lands on opponent. I mean, they are okay. I've seen better basics. Pyromancer's Ascension. Alright, so we're transmuting for Explosion 2 and blowing it up. That's what's happening. That is what's going on here. Let's do this right now. Displaying the Blue-Red Phoenix deck that Evert created. Oh, okay, cool, good to know then. Alright, so we're not getting Grape Shot, it's sweet. And I guess this Pyromancer Ascension was great. Good to know then. Okay, so I think that deck does play Remand, does it? So we're gonna go get Summoner's Pact. I mean, I kind of have to jam, right? And that deck is not playing Mana Leak or anything like that, so I'm just gonna jam here. Nice. No Bujuki box, so no value there. So I think we're just simply going to set up for some pacts. Blue pact, probably. And hopefully we don't die. Ritual? Hang on a second. My opponent is playing Storm? I'm so confused right now. Let's see Phoenix with Brawl. Yeah. Yeah, that deck does not play Gifts and Given, so Yeah, my opponent is just playing Storm from like a year ago, maybe. Yeah, this list that you just shared is what I was expecting to see, but that does not seem to be like what my opponent is doing. Arya better than Ascension? I can see that. Yeah. When you basically all you care about is just killing your opponent, Arya does seem better. So here we're just being the rituals, right? My opponent is struggling on mana. And I just don't want them to get up to 6. We can safely have 6 here. Yeah, my opponent's just playing an older Storm list, I think. 4 mana. Is it gonna be splicing? Yeah, okay, so they splice. So I think they got it now. So I think this should be game. Make mana, make mana, make mana. Wouldn't they have net more mana if they have held the last Desperate Ritual and then they spliced both of the other ones? I suspect they would have. Yeah, so not having Bog in the main deck definitely cost me this game, because if we had been able to get a Bog off of this prime time, where we would have, I think that my opponent wouldn't have had enough resources in order to go off. Okay, so they must have another Metamorphose, because oh yeah, they do have another. Duh, it's right there. Just look, Francisco. Just look, it's there. Good to know. They are a little bit bottlenecked on mana. They have Grapeshot Remand. I guess they have exactly enough mana. Alright. That's all I need to see. But beats. We want this, we want this. I guess we do want Fry as well, right? Bog, Crypt, Explosives. And I guess that I'm gonna bring Rexage. Out with this. Whoops, out with this. Force of Vigor. Gracer, get out of here. Ghost Scooter. When they play, I kinda like Scouts. I'm gonna shave one Steerings. Well, I guess it's Steerings finds interaction, which Once Upon a Time doesn't. So I guess it's better to take Once Upon a Time. No, they play Remand. I mean, you literally just saw it. So cutting Cavern is a mistake. In fact, I really want to draw Cavern against Storm. Yeah, Brian, but just overall, you never wanna cut Cavern against decks that have Remand, especially against Storm, because it's so important to make sure that your Titan resolves in order to get ahead. But you're good. No need to apologize. No, I don't want to go below 27 lands. I basically never want to go below 27 lands. Hitting your line drops is extremely important in literally every single matchup, so that's why I'm cutting Ghost Quarter. Kalni is the other potential cut, but my opponent showed me Ascension in game 1, so I want to have green sources for Rexage. I think I'm gonna do something like this. Yeah, this is a mulligan. Is it a mulligan? Yeah, it's a mulligan. If this were like a gemstone mine, or these, even if this were a gemstone mine, I would snap keep this hand, but ugh, this makes me so sad. All right, we're gonna keep this. So keep. We're gonna bottom the fountain and the Urza. It's pretty bad. Once upon a Titan, never mind now. The Whiffsky. Cut force. The matchup is bad as is. We're play. They are. I suspect that my opponent is playing Blood Moons. Jose, I don't think I want to cut one of my few answers to that card. I'm gonna pass here. I still don't know whether I want to explode on 2 or 3. Yeah, I just don't know whether I want to explode on 2 or 3, so that's why I'm trying to Titan. If we draw a Titan, we're actually super far ahead, but we don't. With how slow my opponent's draw has been, I am actually willing to play explosives on 3 now. This is me saying I think I die to Blood Moon more than I would die to a Baral here. I mean, you see, kind of like my opponent, the cost of my opponent playing these fetches. Like they serum vicious and they can't, they bottom bad cards, so they can't really fetch, which is rough. On 3 is correct because they play Air Flame from the side. I don't know, Filioni, because my opponent showed me Pyromancer's Ascension in game 1. So I don't know if they are also playing Arya. They might be, but I don't know. I'm putting them 100% on Blood Moon. That part is clear. Hey yo. I think I'm not gonna crack yet until I see a Titan. Okay, never mind. But this is very awkward actually. Because I can't use the multiple land drops. So I think I just play at the Semi-Growth Chamber right now. And then I cast a Titan off. Like I can crack this at any point. And I just... I think I crack this EOT and then any land gives me Titan mana. Yeah, Filioni. That's it, and that's one of the things. Is like we always have like some rules, right? Like we usually adhere to some rules, which is well, Storm doesn't play Blood Moon, right? Or Storm will have Area of Flame in post Cyborg games. We usually use those rules, which are, oh yeah, Kino Aris. Thank you for the follow. So we usually adhere to those rules, kind of like shortcutting. But it's very important for us to be able to adapt if needed, right? Because I saw cards from my opponent's deck that in game 1 that you don't often see. Now that we know that we are going to draw land, I'm going to blow up the explosives EOT. But it's very important for us to be able to adapt if needed when when playing against, well, like established decks. Storm mana basis with is Blood Moon. Yeah, exactly, and that's why I sideboarded as if my opponent had Blood Moon. I brought in Rex Sage and Force of Vigor, and my opponent did have Blood Moon, and they played on turn 3. So I preemptively played Light Explosives on 3 instead of 2 in order to prevent me from losing to this stupid card. And it's worked out well. The problem is that my opponent also has a very solid draw besides the Blood Moon. Usually, some players will keep like sloppy hands. Thinking that Blood Moon is going to be game over against us, and then we get kind of they get kind of wrecked. But it seems that my opponent didn't only get a good Blood Moon draw, but they also had a solid just Storm draw with like Gifts and Given and like lands and enough lands and stuff. So things are definitely looking rough here. So I think I bin both of this, right? My opponent can cast only a single cantrip, so binning the Metamorpho seems important, and then this Blood Moon is hurting them as well. Please step out. Nice. Okay, so now that my opponent taps out, this is actually pretty great for me. Cast Sleight of Hand. They do find another island. So now the Pyromancer Ascension is going to be active, so I feel like I need to answer that ASAP. Good Storm players keep good hands with Moon. Fair. Super bad to play with fixed plate patterns, especially with Storm. Some area play TD, some play Blood Moon, others. Yeah, exactly. So it's very important to stay flexible when sideboarding. My opponent went top. Yikes. Big yikes. Oh, we can just kill them. Never mind. We're good. See, Shock Mana Base hurting my opponent yet again here, because it enables this Titan to be lethal. If they were above 16, I wouldn't be able to kill them. Sun Home plus any bounce land. Got him. Alright. Tight place. Get rewarded. How do we want to change your play patterns? I kind of feel like my opponent has been taking out their dudes. So I think I'm going to shave a little bit on the Abrades. Hey Gaucho, how you doing? Wait, did you get downgraded? Oh no, you're another Gaucho. There's 2 Gauchos? There's Gaucho 99 and Gaucho 12? That's hilarious. That's awesome. And anyway, welcome to the stream. Actually, Field of the Dead seems worse than Ghost Quarter because it enters tapped and Ghost Quarter at least enters untapped, so. Maybe they brought in spheres and you were both pranked. Hey, Maria, how you doing? Another day, another stream? Indeed. Oh, you're the same person? Wait, I'm seeing double. 4 gauchos. Alright, we definitely want to leave the Rex Sage and the Force Vigor in here. Now the question is, whether do I want to take out a Braid? I mean, Fry kills both of their dudes, and it potentially kills Thing in the Eyes if my opponent is somehow playing that. So Fry seems better than a Braid. Now the question is, would I rather take out an? I think I don't. Just two removal spells is fine. Yikes. World Gaucho on this present. There you go, Pedro. That's the deck that we're playing today. Yeah, I think this is a mulligan. This is too slow. Ugh. Down to 5 we go. Alright, this is solid actually. So we're gonna keep, and we're gonna bottom the Pact, and we're gonna bottom the Scout or the Stronghold. I guess we bottom the Stronghold. We're going for the cheese here. We're trying to get lucky, and we're trying to win on turn 3. Okay, so if we no, I guess we still need a Titan. So I think I'm gonna get the Tolari West then. Yeah, because the Asusa doesn't really help my situation. We're in a ton of trouble here. We're in a ton of trouble, but we just need to find a Titan on a bounce land. I guess if we do find a bounce land, we can find a Titan. So did I hear Cheese? How you doing, Cheese? I guess you did hear Cheese. Huh? All right. I mean, that's what we need. Amulet. Amulet. Please don't have Shattering Spree against me, opponent. This is a Remand? Oh, and a Braid. Okay. Sure. Just don't moon me, bro. Okay, that's good. And I'm always down for some cheese. I know, cheese is great. Classic. Maybe my opponent sided out the Blood Moons. I wouldn't be that surprised. Bounce land. Sick. We can't transmute for Cavern. When we short 1 mana. Do we accept a loss to Remand? Hey, Healthy, how you doing? Good evening. Yeah, I really want to transmute for Cavern here, but we're gonna be short 1 mana of casting the Titan right now. Oh, we're actually gonna be short 3 mana of casting the Titan right now, never mind. And we're gonna be short... We're gonna be short 1 mana post Cavern. Because we're gonna need to play the turf, because we're gonna need to bounce the T-West. Oh, this is bad. This is pretty bad. I think I can't play our own stuff, period. Right? Yeah, I think I can't play around things, so we're just gonna jam. Got the remand? No remand. Alright, sweet. And I think I wanna play around Blood Moon. Now the question is, do I also play around Hercules? Not Hercules Recall. Yeah, I think I just play it easy, right? So I'm gonna get Forest and Simic Growth and transmute these for a Pact of Negation, which I can get online next turn. I definitely want to get the Snow Covered Forest because I don't want to get cheesed out by Moon. Attacking is not free because of Echoing Truth. Yeah, attacking is like if my opponent has Echoing Truth into Blood Moon, I lose the game. So they did not have Remand. So it is Echoing Truth or Bust for my opponent. Ugh, this is rough. If they bounce, I can beat the bounce. I can certainly beat the bounce. So because I'm gonna pay for pack next turn, and my opponent hopefully has nothing. They don't even have blue mana over there if they moon me. So yeah, I think I'm gonna play around it. I think I'm gonna play around it. I'm too scared. I'm a coward. I'm sorry. I'm a coward. And I think I use this turn to transmute for another Summoner's Pact. Summoner's Pact plays around Blood Moon very nicely. And then I can get Pact of Negation on the Titan attack. Didn't get Snow Cover Forest. This is a superior art, and I cited out the Field of the Dead, so it's strictly correct to get the superior art basic forest. Alright. So they use a bunch of rituals. Now they metamorphose, and they're gonna get gifts. This is not an insane gifts, though. No. I can't afford to play around Remand. But once the Titan resolves, I can actually play around things. That is kind of the point. And I think getting Summoner's Pact here is actually good instead of getting something like, I don't know, getting Pact of Negation, because yeah. So here I just give my opponent the Blood Moon. I already have an Eric Sage here. In fact, I'm into my opponent just like Blood Mooning themselves. Yeah, I think I just ban both rituals here. Leave them with Past in Flames of Blood Moon. If my opponent wants to moon me, that's perfectly fine. I pay for Pact on my upkeep. And then I get some more lands. Then on the following turn, I Pact for Sage and I kill them. And then in the meantime, I'm beating them down with a 6/6. So it's kind of awesome that we put ourselves in a situation where actually giving my opponent the Blood Moon, yeah, this is actually good for me right now. My opponent has no blue mana. And we are ahead on board. Like, very much ahead on board. We can... Poggers. Yeah, this is just great. My opponent should not have gotten the Blood Moon with that Gifts and Given. Now they just literally locked themselves out of winning. Even to the point where I don't think I forced this. I think I just let this in play. I should have played my land though. But I think I just leave this in play. This is messing my opponent's mana pretty hard. Let's start with Once Upon a Time, because exactly. Now that we found Bojuke Bog, this is awesome. Now if my opponent wants to go for Past in Flames, I just force the Blood Moon. Like if they somehow find access to blue mana, I force the Blood Moon and I can bog them in response. This is just insane. Yeah, I feel very favored now. Yeah, we're just gonna get 2 lands, kind of at random. Swing for 6. Man, my opponent can't really beat my board right now. Alright, so now they Ritual. This is so good. Destroy this. I clicked on this, okay? Let's not have this happen tomorrow. As it happened yesterday. Force of Vigor the Blood Moon. They know about the box, so they can see. Alright, I can't forums. Thank you for the follow. Alright, I'm very happy that we won that one. That was a very cool match. I think that there was no way for me to play that more optimally than I did. I think that was just Amulet at its finest. Gonna love this hand, huh? Mulligan, yes, we're gonna mulligan. Ugh. I think I have to keep this though. Gonna bottom the Azusa. Poggers. No idea what my opponent is doing over there. I love it. Yeah, I guess I do play this. Okay, so we're gonna get to see the growth there. The correct thing is to play Cavern, naming Scout here. Because we are more likely to play, even though we just bottomed one, we're more likely to draw a Scout than we are to Smuggler's Copter. Jeez. Alright. This is kind of awkward. I think I'm not going to be greedy, and I'm going to play Tolaria West here. Next turn we can play Gemstone Mine, Azusa. Yes, we could have steered into an Amulet, but... I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, but my opponent's my opponent's draw. My opponent's draw is just too great over there. All right. What are you keeping here? We can keep Gruul Turf, but I think I'm gonna keep Stronghold. We can Titan next turn. Yes! 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 Oh, this is too great. This is too great. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh, there we go. Ah. This is worth a screenshot for sure. Modern at its finest. That's so brutal. Poor opponent. Poor opponent. That must feel so bad. That must feel so awful for them. Okay, so we can actually haste here. We're gonna get Garrison Turf. Bounce here. Bounce. Oh, we actually can't haste, my bad. We're one mana short of hasting. But this is still fine. I would have gotten two of those guys anyway because I want to develop my mana. You're like, yeah, my opponent moved to 6 already. I can't forums. Thank you for that tier 1 subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold, my friend. Say what? Wow. I guess we need another screenshot. And then let's see what happens. So, may choose one of the exiled cards and put it into the battlefield under their control. Put the rest into the battlefield under your control. So I put this one under my control. And I put this one under their control. And I can exile my own Titan. I can get another Titan, and I can then attack with 2 Titans next turn, so we still win. Yeah. So which is okay. So choose a creature to put onto the battlefield. So I want a Charming Prince. Okay. And I'm gonna exile an target creature you own, return it to the battlefield on the next end step. Free primetime trigger, sign me up. Yes. So we're gonna get field and so my opponent's gonna block one, probably the 8 mana prime time, so I can attack with 2 zombies and 12 from here, and I still have lethal. So this is hilarious. Yeah, this works. We still win. So Field of the Dead plus Vesuva copying Slayer Stronghold. Yeah, so if I take Emrakul, my opponent takes the Charming Prince and they blink their own Emrakul and then they get it back. But this way I got a 2/2 and I also got a free Primeval Titan trigger. 1, 2, 3, 4. Six. These 3 screenshots are going to tell a beautiful story. These 3 screenshots are going to tell a beautiful story. I love it. Float 2. Haste this guy. Bounce this. Play this. Float. Bounce. Transmute. Pact. Backed. Titan. 1, 2, 3. Float blue. Float blue. Float this. Bounce. Transmute. Another Titan for whatever reason. And then we're gonna haste the new Titan. Triple Titan trigger. Hell yeah. Fountain. Whatever. It's kind of funny that Emrakul doesn't even kill me. How hilarious is that? Emrakul doesn't even do it. It doesn't kill me, and I can sack like a bunch of zombies to the trigger. And 1 plant. We're having a good time here. Certainly having a good time here. Yeah. Double strike. This guy. Pass priority. Double strike this guy now. So this is gonna be Modern at its finest, part 2, and then gonna have part 3. All right, sweet, dope. Oh, Modern, you're great. You are great, Modern. Goddamn. That is by far the least threatening Emrakul play I've ever seen. Same here. Yeah, that was not a great Emrakul. This will be a definition of overkill. I mean, I'm trying. I'm trying to make sure that I really kill my opponent. I'm expecting. Well, I guess we can go like a little bit stronger on this because of my opponent showed me those like looter scooters, and I imagine that my opponent also will have something like what's his name? Dampisphere. I mean, I guess Hornet Queen does block Emrakul, right? Lose on the spot when opponent gets all 4 copters next game. I know, right? It's gonna be rough. Yeah, I'm not loving the pact. Gracer, Gracer can block Emrakul. Isn't that hilarious? I do feel like I want to play. I want to have Hornet Queen in there though. I'm gonna shave 1 Karn, but I'm gonna leave the other 2. Shave 1 Steerings, and I think I'm gonna shave 1 Scout because of the interaction I just talked about with Gracer. I mean, I still kind of have no idea what I'm playing against, right? So Cyborg is gonna be kind of weird. This is a keep though. I am playing against Dubious challenge, but I mean, we're playing against a Dubious challenge deck that has playing against a Dubious challenge deck that has like freaking Smuggler Sculptor, right? So it's not. I mean, what does a Dubious challenge deck really do? Like, I have no idea. I have no idea what a Dubious challenge deck looks like. So, all right. So I guess I killed the Copter at this point, right? My opponent has their mana online, so I don't think I'm doing that much damage there. Maybe I should be killing one of the Pilgrims, but I think there's no way that I'm killing one of the Pilgrims. So I think I'd rather stop their draw engine. They activated response. Tight. Alright, there's a Field of Ruin. Which fortunately for me, I mean, if my opponent is using their mana in this way this turn, I'm actually super happy with this. Flicker Wisp. Alright. Doesn't really do much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is potentially a card that I can cast at some point. Take 3. Reset Gemstone. Sweet. Transmute. What are we even transmuting for here? I don't even know what I'm transmuting for. So playing Explicit 1 doesn't really achieve anything. Get another bounce land, I guess? Yeah, sure. Maybe I should have gotten I should have brought Impact of Negation, actually. Kind of regretting it right now. The Looter Scooter is back. The Looter Scooter is back. How can I ever stop that match value? How can anybody ever really stop that much value? So here I'm going to flash in the T-West end of turn because I'm planning on getting Field of the Dead. That way Emrakul doesn't really do anything. I guess that steering into Amulet is kind of free. Well, I mean, I guess there's that. Alright, so play this. Play this. So we're gonna do Vesuva and Garrison. Zombies. Zombies. So we're gonna take 6 here. And then they're gonna take lethal on the crackback. And again, Emrakul only loses my opponent the game. Hideaway. They need 10 power for this, right? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. They don't even have 10 power. That's brutal. No more cards in hand. Oh! Yeah, that was a mistake. Totally forgot that this was my 7th land. Bad beats. This is super lethal, right? Yes, yes it is. Sun, home, turf. Didn't even do the math. I don't think I need to do the math anyway. Well, that was a fun match. I can find out if I play against those decks. Just get luckier in your pairings, dude. Just get luckier with your pairings. Have you been grinding some? Have you been grinding some modern? Elf Kid? Sad for the opponent. Looter Scooter deck did not get there. Rough. Yeah, my opponent was playing a junk, but they that looked fun. That looked really fun. It didn't look like it did what it wanted to do as earlier as my opponent would have liked it to do. This is a turn 3 Karn on the play, which I think it's enough to keep. Let's see what we find. What we find once upon a time. Hey, Rosemaster, how you doing? I guess that we can find a 1-drop, so I'm going to Once Upon a Time right now. Redundant Azusa. Or Radiant Fountain. These are the 2 cards that I'm looking at. We could be playing against a discard deck. So maybe we want to. Ugh, yeah. This is kind of what sucks about playing this card on turn one. Like if we're playing against aggro, I think I'm gonna get the Radiant Fountain, and we're gonna get super punished if my opponent is not playing aggro. All right, let's see what we're up against. That's 3 months of I seen like the right number out to now. Kind of. I mean, it's kind of what I got, right? It's like what I could find room for, more than anything else. Also, I made a mistake. This is not a turn 3 Karn. This is a turn 4 Karn. Okay, so they have a Thug. I'm gonna get 2 Ghasts and 1 Amalgam. It's probably fine. Gonna play a Susa here. Karn can go get Tormots. I'm gonna play these 2 lands. Next turn I can play this and transmute, and then play Karn as well. Maybe my opponent complex here. What did they do? Oh, they didn't dredge. Okay, so no dredgers for them. That's good for us. Okay, so they are conflagging here. Okay. So I'm definitely Karning and Tormod scripting. And he just stops the engine altogether. Nice. I'm gonna wait till draw step to crack the crypt. Javi Heavy, thank you for the follow. So we're gonna wait until they choose whether to dredge or not. Merchant of the Veil. So imagine they dredge an imp. Yeah. I'm gonna crack right now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going down to 1. Oh, no, down to 4, I guess. Give me a Primeval Titan. Prime time. Transmute for Eon 2, but I die exactly. Karn. No, can't do it. Yeah, we just die. Yeah, we just died. Okay, so Bulk comes in, Crypt comes in, Karns come out, so does Ballista. Worm Coil is actually good. Rex Sage and Force. Maybe I don't want Worm Coil actually. I kind of do. That's fine. We can take out Ghost Squatter. I actually think I like Baylot better than Wormcoil. E number 2, no. Yeah, it was a bad keep, George. Like I hedge, right? Like I hedge against like something like burners or whatever, and my opponent's dredges were actually a little bit too aggressive, unfortunately for me. If I had one more turn, I think we stabilize and we win from there. But my opponent killed me precisely. Guess I'm keeping this. It's a little bit awkward if my opponent has Dark Blast, but that's like a 1 or 2 off at most. I'm basically taking an untapped G source on 1 and over basically anything else. Alright, no Dark Blast, sweet. Oh, crap, this is worse than Dark Blast. This is Lightning Axe, yep. At least they only discarded the Blood Gas, so that's not terrible. Yeah, lol. Alright, looking good here. They also had a Blood Gas instead of her Dredger. But if they have Reunion here... Although if they did have... They should have top decked a Dredger exactly on that turn. Even if they Reunion here... Oh, they loam. Okay. So they have a Tarn. So I think I'm gonna get the Amulet here. Because I want my opponent to like basically waste their turn answering the Amulet. When I don't really care about it. And now that I have Bojuki Bog in my deck, this Titan is gonna be enough. So they have Loam in hand. Yes, yes. Yes, opponent, yes. So I still have Titan mana for next turn. And they show me a land that I didn't know about. That's not... Probably not the tightest play. Nice. So you see that by getting the Amulet there, I actually just baited... I basically dictated my opponent's following turn because they basically wasted... I time walked them doing something that I didn't care about. Because I still had Titan mana already, so it just didn't really matter. Play around Dampsphere? I don't need to. Like, Dampsphere just doesn't matter anymore. You got a Shrikhorn, opponents. Yeah, there's no Pact. You got a Loam. Foothills and Tarn. Yeah, this game is over. This game is just over. My opponent can't win anymore. Opponent concedes. All right. There you go. You see, sometimes it's the correct line to choose what could be, you know, like just posturing. You know, it's just like, oh, you know, I'm so lucky I found this amulet, and then oh no, you destroyed my amulet. That really sucks. Sometimes that's actually, you know, an upside. The fact that, you know, people just value amulet a lot, and they will like spend their turn trying to answer something that in reality is just irrelevant for us. How many lands did you shave in place of Once Upon a Time? Just one. I am playing 27 lands. One red, your opponent takes an extra turn. Exactly. Have you tried? I have. You can check out the streams in my YouTube channel. I streamed it last week. So if you go to my streams, I always have everything like organized by dates, and then at the top there should be like a title that says that I'm playing with the castle, and then there's like an introduction and some thoughts about like what the list that I'm playing or whatever. It helps me keep all my streams, my archives organized. Do we want to change anything? I don't think we do. The only thing I might want is impact of negation, but I think it's fine. You see that 3 list is where in the challenge. Yeah, one of those players was actually this hand could be anything at all. I think I'm gonna keep it though. One of those players that did well was actually playing a list based off of the list that I played on Friday. Shriekhorn. Don't think I want to force that. The Whiffsky. Um, it's actually tricky. What am I going to be? So I guess I'd rather play an amulet here because the upside is higher. And again, if my opponent spends their turn answering the amulet, then I'm probably okay with that too. But we're gonna dredge the imp here. Yep. They have a grudge in there. Please fix that non-OG crypt. If you want to donate a non-OG crypt to the stream, I'll be happy to. It doesn't seem worth my money to to do that, unfortunately. And speaking of crypts here, yeah, I feel like I'm gonna take it. Feels like the only way that I can lose here is if my opponent kind of goes off on me. Next turn I can Azusa. Still chilling at 20. Speaking of chill. I'm kind of afraid of that conflagrate, so I guess I'm gonna crack here. Alright, my opponent has the engine going again. Loam the Tarn. Which they play. And they fetch. So, Trinisphere in the Cyber and when it's a good card to include? Never, basically. I think that I tried Trinisphere, it just doesn't work out the way you want it to. There's no circumstances and no like metagames or anything where I would want to be playing Trinisphere, unfortunately. Too bad because it's a card that I really like, kind of, and but unfortunately it's not. Oh, I missed sequence there. Guess I should have played the amulet, then played the colony, and then done stuff. Alright, that's a chill, a ghast, and amalgam. Okay, so nothing too insane. Steam Vents Shock. Okay, that is scary. That is not scary. Just jump there. Alright, once upon a time, can you find me a bounce land? That's kind of brutal, actually. I think I have to go for it anyway. Sweet. This gives me one more blocker, so that's why I'm kind of excited about doing it like this. Float mana, cast Pact, Primeval Titan. Opponent doesn't even have anything relevant in the yard. Garrison. Stronghold, we're already covered against... I guess we don't even... I guess I could get Field here. We're already covered against Damping Sphere. In fact, I can even like force the Damping Sphere if I need to. So we're gonna swing here. And I think I'm gonna get Field of the Dead and Radium Fountain. No, I'm actually gonna get Field and Bog. Oh, they have this thing with it. I actually messed up here. I should have gotten instead of the Field, I should have gotten something else. Yeah, they're gonna trade with my Titan. This is probably fine anyway. I guess it depends on what they dredge. If they dredge a conflag, then I might be in trouble. But yeah, so that was definitely a punt. I should have gotten a Tulare West there. Yeah, I that was definitely a mistake. That was certainly a mistake. That's a Bloodghast. An Amoeba. Okay. So we're gonna block here, we're gonna block here, we're gonna block there. We're gonna take 2. Hardcast Imp. Gemstone Mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so Gemstone. I think we're gonna haste the Sombo here. I'm gonna play the Bailoff, gain some life. I'm gonna start clocking my opponent with the zombies, I think. This is an okay trade because it basically means that my opponent was gonna be dredging anyway, right? So I'd rather they have one less body in play. My opponent can they already have an imp. The Dredge Loam. Okay. Cast the Loam. So they get Mire, Confluence, and Gorge. There, because I guess I can do that next turn to recur the Bog and get rid of my opponent's yard, depending on what they attack with. The problem is that if the second that I bounce the Bog, my zombie horde gets stopped, right? So they did play the land already, right? Yeah, they did play the land. So we're going to block here, we're going to block here, and we're going to block there. I'm actually very interested in their guests not being hasty. So block there, block there, block there. Yeah. So this turn I'm getting enough value that I think it's worth it to stop their box shenanigans. Will my opponent block? Let's see. They do. All right, sweet. So now we actually can do this. All right. So now the engine is shut off. Just keep on jamming. So I know four cards from their hand. They have a Mire, Gorge. There's the Gorge. They have an Imp, which they're playing. Ulgari Thug. Hardcast Amoeba. It's not a good draw. I might actually lose this game if I whiff one more turn. I needed to draw even a land, especially a bounce land would have been pretty good there. But if they have like a conflag or something, I might be dead actually. Block there, block there, block there. At this point, we do have a redundant Azusa, so we don't really care. There's the Mire. Oh yeah, September is over. So sad. Hardcast Amalgam. Hardcast Thug. Titan. I guess that allows me to survive. Whoops. Things are a little bit rough here. So I have 5 blockers for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attackers, and I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that punt is still showing the consequences here. All right, so block here, block here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, attacking with the Thug is not great, probably. Would it not be better to bounce Culling than you have one more blocker? No, because this gives me 3 zombies. I mean, before doing that, I would copy Field of the Dead, right? Like that gives me a 2/2 instead of a 0/1. And the only problem with that play is that it actually stuck. It's by holding a bounce land in hand. This gives me 3 zombies per turn. and 3 zombies per turn is better than, like, if I find another bounce on, then I'm gonna copy Field of the Dead. And if I find the Primeval Titan at any point, I just win, right? There we go. Finally, we got there. Primeval Titan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I pay too many? 3. Yeah, I paid too many. Alright. Yeah, Ballista's not in the deck. Ballista's pretty bad in the matchup, so. Haste there. Bounce this. Play this again. Make more zombies. Bounce this. Move to combat. Attack. Yes. Sun Home Fountain. And even if they have something like Assassin's Trophy and they kill my Titan, we still don't die this coming turn, and we have another Titan in play. All right. Be Dredge. Guess I can turn these guys around. So we're gonna put the White Cyber guy there. Yeah. Okay. And we're gonna put TCG player there. There we go. All right, sweet. There comes to 4 and 1. Come on, Filioni, you gotta have faith. You gotta have faith. 80% win rate amulet. Can it be 100% win rate amulet? Only one way to find out. 5-0, but that does not much. Yeah, I know. Having the confirmed 80% feels pretty good, though. Feels pretty good. Oh, one thing, how's the audio working out right now? Because I don't know if you noticed, but like basically the mic was coming off and it was like moving around too much, so it was giving me consistency issues. So what I did is I tucked it back into the headset itself. But can you hear me all right? That was so great, sweet. For one is the place to be. Ugh. This is kind of a good hand. It's definitely on the low end of keeps. That's a horrendous draw. Horrendous. Horrendous. Has been no idea this whole time. Shut up, forums. Don't be mean to me. I just know because of we're playing against Infect. Bad beats. Very bad beats. We just main phase destroy this, right? when they can't protect it. I can't. I play the amulet as my first spell. And this is why like it's awkward. Like this card can sometimes be awkward. Please don't have a threat, please don't have a threat, please don't have a threat, please don't have a threat. Oh, cast it with a mana? No. I think I'd rather like destroy, like I can't surprise them, so they're not gonna go for it unless they can protect the ink moth, and I don't want to take a bunch of damage from that ink moth. Oh, we're going for the hierarch beats. Okay. So I guess that we're pacting for Azusa, huh? That's very aggressive. Huh? The ski, thank you for the follow. Yep. Just gonna pass the turn here. Alright, so they main faced the lethal pump spell. So I'm gonna block. So we're basically looking for a 1-drop here. I think that if I find a 1-drop, I will win. Kalni would also be a very solid top deck. Ugh, those are some whiffskis. Going to get the gemstone, I guess. Alright, give me something good. Do I have to pack for scout here? So the problem with sloth here is Hey Scott, how you doing? The chat is calling. The problem with Sloth is that if my opponent doesn't swing for lethal, then on my following turn I can't cast the Titan. I guess that with Scout I can't anyway, so I guess that it is actually better for me to go for Sloth here. And we're gonna play out the Tiller West. Chat is on fire. Waited all of this time for the Sloth to find its time, and it's finally come. Go get Dryad Arbor. Next turn, pack the Azusa. Well, I don't have any packs. I would need to find the Azusa next turn. The good thing is that this Sloth kind of forces my opponent to do stuff. But even an Azusa doesn't give me a Titan next turn. Neither Azusa nor Second Amulet. So I guess that the best draw at this point is like a Kalni Garden. Which is weird. Yeah, they only have two cards in hand. I mean, I'm blocking. It's free. You either have the pump spell or you don't. They do. All right, give me that Colony Garden or Scout. Yeah, yeah. How hilarious is the fact that we're still in this game? Wow, the games we've played today, huh? The games we've played today. Chump. Turn 6 Blighted Agent. Not so scary. Alright. We're casting Titan. That part is easy. We're attacking. Also easy. If my opponent has double 4 mana pump spell, I die. So can I play around that? Cast Titan. 5/6. Haste. And then I find 2. Oh no, Ballista's in the main deck. Damn it. Am I gonna be able to Ballista for 1? Will I be able to Ballista for 1? The answer is yes. Which is an awesome answer. And I Ballista for 1 right now. And paying the Blighted Agent, this means that I'm at 0 Infect, so I can't die. And if my opponent wants to save the agent, they need to use the pump spell right now. Yep. Transmute. So I need to kill it now, though. So we can get turf. I guess I'm just gonna get Simic. It doesn't really matter. Blue mana is just more valuable. I'm gonna bounce the other bounce land. Transmute for Ballista, plate for 1. Ping the agent, main phase. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. No, I used my land drop already. And now if my opponent saves the Blighted Agent, that means that they don't have lethal pump spells. And they can't even attack through my prime time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 10 mana next turn. So even if they go for Dry Avar and kill my Titan, yeah, exactly. But that's fine, because now there's no combination of pump spells that give them lethal next turn. They can attack only with the Driver, which I will block, and they can potentially trade with my Prime Time, but that's fine because I untap and I can't lock them out. Man, it does feel good to beat Infect game 1. It does feel pretty freaking good. Braids, and I guess I do want Fry. Do I? I actually don't, maybe. Final boss mode initiate. That was a hilarious game. I can't believe we ended up winning that one. That was really, really funny. Oh, actually, steering seems better than Once Upon a Time because it finds me ballista and explosives and peg the needle. All right. Yeah, Fry only kills Blighted Agent. Maybe I should be bringing it in just because Blighted Agent is the way that I lose the most. But I'm gonna risk it. This is a fine keep. Depending on what my opponent starts with, I'm gonna go turn 1 Snow Covered Forest and play explosives. Nice, I'm playing that card too, opponent. That's very cool. So they're starting on Hierarch, so I think I'm interested in playing the explosives on 1. Let's see what my opponent does. Why didn't we double strike? Did we have enough mana to double strike? Whoa, that's good for us. Huh, huh, huh. Honestly, I'm kind of into playing. I'm kind of into killing this Noble Hierarch, actually. With the Walking Ballista. No, I think I want to kill the Hierarch, because this agent is going to be kind of slow. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for that. They only have a single green source. And even if I kill the Blighted Agent, they still have the Ink Moth, and they can swing there, and they only need they only need 2 pump spells to kill me, thanks to the Noble Hierarch trigger. With this, I'm forcing them to now need 3 pump spells. And now that's one of the pump spells that's gone. So I guess that my opponent agrees that my line was better. Yeah, very happy with my line now. Very happy with my line. Play turf. Azusa. So this is a Whiffsky. Alright, my opponent has this turn to kill me. So they need to have one pump spell in hand and draw another one. Unless that pump spell is Become Immense, and if they do have Become Immense, then I just die. But that I can't play around that anyway. So am I dead? Oh yeah, Sky Siege Co. with that $15 donation. Thank you so much, Sky, for your 4 Once Upon a Time. Thank you. Thank you, Sky. If there's any list that you would want me to play live on stream, you can send me a PM with a link to it, and we will accommodate it for you. Yeah, this is my opponent over cyborging against my stuff. Also, why are they doing it right now? Now I can Titan. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, now I can Titan. This was not a good play from my opponent. It's not gonna matter. They're probably gonna top deck the +4 thing, and I'm gonna die anyway. But and that being the case, I think I'm gonna go squatter the Waterlogged Grove. It denies them of a draw step. My opponent's going to find a +4 pump spell, and I'm going to die anyway, but I still think that I am playing at least as tight as possible. Aha. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Seven poison. Tom, thanks for gifting a tier 1 sub to Brian. Brian, congratulations on your gifted sub. Thank you so much. Thanks everybody for the support. It's been a great stream. We're playing tight. Ugh. Okay. That's not who that was supposed to go to, but welcome. Whoops. All right, but thank you. No, Ballista's in the bin. We used Ballista already. Wow. Okay, so we attack with Titan. I can get Bounce Land plus Gemstone. I can transmute for Explosion 2. Kill the Blighted Agent, and then I die to the Ink Moth. So I guess I need to kill the Noble Hierarchs, and then I still die to the Ink Moth. Can't double strike. I don't have Pact of Negation. I mean, Pact of Negation doesn't do anything, actually. We used Ghost Squatter already. Is there any line that gets me out of this? And I don't think there is. Because I need to. I could. Wow, I could have. I could pack for Sloth and but I'm short one. But I'm short one mana. Wow, I'm one mana short of like getting, because I need a second blue, right? And I'm gonna need to transmute, use 3 mana, then play a turf for 2. I guess that I can play for 1 and then impact for sloth. Yeah, so that's the line, I guess. That is the only line that I don't die to. Okay, so we're gonna go for that. Yeah, that's literally the only line that I am not like Dobbs to. But I'm dead to literally any pump spell off the top. So I need to play this. Yeah, I think I need the blue source, so... maybe I should have gotten... it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so here I'm just gonna try to beat... Like, if my opponent can draw, like, maybe another Inkmoth Nexus or something, and I can get it, again, I can get away with it. So, we're going to transmute for Engineered Explosives. Play Engineered Explosives for 1. We're gonna crack it. And I'm gonna pack for Sloth so I can block my opponent's Inkmoth. This is a hilarious line. But this is the only possible way that I'm not dead to the board. All my other lines just leave me dead to the board one way or the other. Here my opponent can draw like an Inkmoth or something. Guys, they drew a lethal pump spell, so it didn't matter. But still, I think that we did. We played properly, and I think I'm gonna bring in Fry instead of Force of Vigor. As you can see, I just die to stupid light agents all the time. Yeah. I love how we're like thinking and like rethinking and try to figure out, okay, what's the best possible line? How can I get there? And like that kind of stuff. And my opponent's just like, pump spell. Yeah, there we go. Gotcha. Damn it. Oof. We got the sweat. We got the sweat. Game 3 against Infect on the play. For the 5-0. For the 5-0. The stakes could not be higher. The stakes could not be higher than they are right now. And I'm of course going to keep this hand. I should probably mulligan, I know, but, and hear me out here, this could be great. Okay, let's see if Once Upon a Time is confirmed broken. Let's see if Once Upon a Time is actually broken. Let's see. Once upon a time, there was a land drop. Once upon a time, there was a land drop. And... And I think we amulet on 1, but I'm not gonna amulet on 2. Because I still only get there. My opponent showed me multiple forces of vigor, I guess. So I think I'm interested in steerings first. So not good top decks. Guess I'll take the Simic Growth. I mean, I might die turn 2 if my opponent has the nuts, right? Steerings. Wow, another whiff. All right, now I am actually going to play out the second amulet because it enables me to Titan next turn. So it plays right into Force of Vigor, but I think it's correct to do. They have it. They totally have it. All right, am I dead, opponent? If they have Mitoful Urza plus the other thing, I die. They scale up. Wow, they do. All right, I just died on turn 2. My opponent on a multi 5. There was literally nothing that we could have done there. Literally nothing. We just got turn 2. So I guess that happened. It feels bad, but why is there a thingy here? I wonder. I wonder what that means. 80% win rate amulet delivering. It was still a correct thing, apparently. I mean, I think it was a good keep. Of course, it ended up working out. It was pretty greedy, not gonna lie, but also my opponent was on a multi 5 right there and killed me on turn 2. Brutal. Forever 4 and 1. Yep, that seems to be the story. All right. I get forums. Thank you so. 80 gang is still sick. Or thank you so much for the bit. Thank you for the bit donation. I really appreciate it. Even if you only found tap lands, it was probably correct. Maybe it was really for sure, but it was a keep in that situation. I think so. Like I think that Infect is such a bad matchup that I mean, we literally just saw Infect is such a bad matchup that we need to like do that kind of stuff. The bad thing is that we bought a Manasusa from that Once Upon a Time, and we were forced to get the Gemstone Mine anyway, so that hurt a little bit for sure. Run it back. Before we do run it back, though, I want to thank everybody for hanging out. If you haven't hit that follow button, make sure you do so. My name is Francisco. We stream a lot of modern here, particularly Amulet Titan. So if you're interested in this content, make sure you hit that follow button. You can subscribe to the channel if you'd like to support the stream. Bye, Kent Forum. Thank you for the donations and stuff. Really appreciate the support. And yeah, you can subscribe to the channel. You can get access to these sweet emotes as well as my cyber guide. The way to access the cyber guide is to join my Discord, which is the first link that you see over there. There are 2 links. One is the Primetime Stronghold Discord, and the other one is the Amulet Discord. You need to join the first one. Then you link your Twitch to your Discord account, and you will get access to the cyber guide that way. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter, you can do that right over there. If you want to check out previous streams, including this one, you can find me them on my YouTube channel. And if you would like to donate to the stream, just like iCan't Forums did earlier today, you can donate using that link that's going to show up over there. With a donation of $15 or more, I will play any list of your choosing through a league. And any donation is very, very appreciated. So I always appreciate the support. And finally, if you're planning on buying cards, for example, you want to buy Once Upon a Times to play in your Amulet deck, and you're planning on buying them from tcgplayer.com, if you buy them using that link, you're actually supporting this stream for free, because I get a percentage of all the money that you spent when you use that link. You're going to use that link, and it's going to send you to the TCG Player website, but as you can see, the link, it says F Pavlos in there, so that's how you know you'll be supporting me. Uh-oh! Playing against Yama Killer, another streamer, another member of the Modern Streamers League. I used the link, I think, when I promoted a couple of cards, but I can't tell if I did. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan this hand. It's not very good. This one is much better. We're gonna keep this. And I think I'm gonna bottom Anti-Rayman, thank you for the follow. I think I'm gonna bottom the basic forest. Because I'm gonna get to Steering Zone 1 and then Steering Zone 3 again because of the garrison, so. Yeah, there's no way to confirm, but I guess the people at TCG Player, they do get a link. Or something. Flooded Strand. Gal, what are you up to? These are not good findings here. I think I'm gonna get the Gruul Turf just as a redundant bounce land, but do you believe the Amulet is a better position than Amulet at the moment? Nope. I think Amulet is great. I mean, I just keep having an 80% win rate with it, so I don't know if it's just me or if everybody's doing as well as I am, but I'm doing pretty well with it, so I don't think that the other deck is better. It was one of my favorite leagues we'd had in a long time. It was a sweet league, I'm not gonna lie. It really was a sweet league. Don't tell me that they're playing like the tempo deck. Oh, Sacred Foundry. Okay, so they're not. Mox Emry. Oh, they're playing like the Emry. So many Gruul Turfs. At this point, I think I'm just gonna get the Colony Garden. Yeah, turn 4 Karn might be a little bit too slow. Guess what my opponent's doing. Jeskai Ascendancy. Yep. So now they draw infinite cards, right? And I'm just dead, right? Well, that's cool. Well, I'm glad that we played some nice and interactive Magic over here. Ballista out. I won 1 explosives in. Sage and Force seem great. I guess I kind of want a braid. Yeah, I definitely do want a braids. Never mind. Definitely want the braids. Gracer seems terrible. Field of the Dead. I guess Ghost Quarter seems worse than Field of the Dead. 1 Steerings. Is Karn even that good? I guess it is because it stops them from like they can't bubble, so they can't suck. They can suck the bubble, so they can't go infinite. Is Force even that good? I mean, I guess Force and Rex H are. Maybe I'm just gonna trim 1 and braid. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Apologize for this. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. You can sack legendary artifacts. Oh, you mean by just like playing a second one? Gotcha. I guess we have Susa, and we just really hope that we find something good. We didn't even see a red source there for the raid. Explosives on 1. Right. Drawing a bounce land there would have been insane, but I'm never lucky, so I just drew it. A useless redundant Asusa, that's all I drew. Alright, can we find some lands here? No, we can't. These are some brutal draw steps here. We don't even have a red source to cast Disapparate, and we whiffed so hard on this once upon a time. Ugh, we really needed to get lucky here. Certainly not working out for us. Oh yeah, the attack for 0 with the Colony Garden is just value. Can we find a red source? I guess we can't. I guess we can't. So we can Vesuva for a red source. Okay, we can Simic Growth Chamber for Karn and Pithing Needle next turn. I can Explosives on 1, but that doesn't do anything. Well, I guess playing Explosives on 1 is better than not doing anything at all, so... And they might need, like, that Mox Opal. So we just hold up the crack on Explosives on 1. I'm just doing this to, like, hopefully stop them exactly. So there you see that they're going for the Mox Opal, which they can't activate yet. Alright. They're gonna Urza now. Ah, alright, I'm just gonna let... Yeah. I'm trying to deny them the mana from the Mox Opal. Heyo. It's not bad, I guess. Bogyu. Karn. And minus for Pithing Needle. We get God by Blast, but I'm basically just trying to play around my opponent. Emry, Lurker of the Lurch. I'm just trying to play around my opponent randomly, like drawing another Emry and just playing it and milling something that's good, you know? Emry attacks, plant blocks. Feels like we go for Lattice here. I guess we don't. They did play a land already, though, right? Yeah, they did. Okay, so this is fine. They have Opal, Emry, and Lave. So they're gonna need a Force of Negation as well. This doesn't tap for mana. I mean, I'm going for it, right? 100% going for it. We even have Pact of Negation. Sweet. Alright, that was exciting. I wonder if my play of Engineered Explosives on 1 to crack the thing actually did anything. Let me ask Al. Did the EE on 1 to stop Mox Opal mana do anything? Yeah, so it says that it did, but that his hand was not good anyway. Yeah, I still think it was correct to go for like at least the minimal amount of interaction possible. It seems that Karn is decent against what my opponent's doing. On the draw, I feel like a Braid is going to be better. I kind of would want more steerings though. Maybe something like this. Karn is good as long as they don't have an Urza in play. Yeah, that's fair. It's brutal. How insane would this hand be if it had only a single ETB untapped land? I guess I'm keeping this one. It's so bad. I still think it's a keep. Just so terrible. If we find an untapped green source on turn 1, this might become much better. Alright, so this is kind of like a mulligan already. Nice. There's the Emry. Nice Rex Sage, bro. Amulet. Alright, we're going for broke, kind of. It exposes the amulet, but if my opponent is using resources to destroy my amulet, they're not using resources to kill me, so yeah, that's the Urza. So they have 3 mana. Wear Tear? Or something? No, Sanchez. It's been super solid. Now, what the correct build is for it, it's still unclear for sure. So there goes my board. So I think I ask Susa here because it lets me cast a scout, and it allows me to develop my mana in case I do draw a Titan. I mean, whatever I Rex Sage, they can get back with Emry anyway, so. I would recommend that. Well, Sanchez, if you're planning on buying them through TCG Player, you can support the stream for free if you buy them by using that link. So there you go. Yeah, I'm gonna kill the construct with Sage next turn. Get back explosives. Ugh. They top deck the outcome. Are you kidding me? Oof. Yeah, we're dead now. Wow, that's unbeatable. That is unbeatable. That's so insane. I don't even know what I'm trying to draw here. If I draw a Titan, I can like bog their board, but I just died to like they drew a million cards with outcome, and they still have a ton of mana thanks to the Urza. So and I can't Titan and transmute, so that's not even an out. Yeah, I just don't know what I'm trying to draw here. I don't think I can win anymore. Oh, you live in Europe, Sanchez? Oh, okay. That makes sense. I feel like it's the next menace. They've just printed so many strong artifacts into the format. Yeah, they've really been pushing artifact synergies a little bit too much. Like there was just no reason to print Emry, right? Like there just wasn't. There wasn't any reason for them to print Emry, but they did for whatever reason. I just have no idea how we can get back into this game. Another Urza, okay. I guess now that they've been the Urza, maybe now I can draw a Fry. I mean, that's a prime time. So I have to bog them as the first order of business. So what is this, like bog plus garrison, I think? Well, I can't EE for 0 this turn, so since I can't interact this turn, I need to think of trying to interact with my following turn. So I think that the best way to interact this turn is for me to bog my opponent and then bounce the bog in order to stop the Ember shenanigans. I still die to a million different things, but it's another Emry. Next turn is Bounce Solarian Swing. Yep, that's what I'm thinking of doing. And I think that if they mine it, if they tap Emry for Astrolabe, I think I bog the Astrolabe anyway. Gonna be taking potentially 5 or 6 from one of the constructs, and I'm gonna chump the other one. Then I'm gonna Sage the one that can block. And this releases struggle right here. We're really struggling here. I do like the art a lot, though. I think that the art is pretty sweet. It's weird, like they... It's like, yo, okay, so I guess we messed up, so we probably shouldn't be We probably shouldn't be messing around with like this high powerful stuff, you know, and then we're like, okay, cool, they got it now. They figure out that they can't be messing around so much with this, and then they immediately release this set, and everything goes to shit again. It's pretty hilarious. I think I can chump one, and now the Titan can actually get in a good attack. Please don't have more stuff, Yama. Please don't have more stuff. One card left in hand. One card was left in hand. One card was left in hand. And then they top deck the actual kill. Alright, you got me. You got me. You got me. Was the kill there? They attack with 3/6/6. I'm at 9, I can only block 1. So they had 2 Urza tokens that were 6/6s. And then they minus a Healy to turn one of their engineering explosives into another 6/6. So I just took 12 from the constructs. No. We died to the loop on turn 3 in game 1, I think. Okay, I'm gonna keep this. This one can backfire. This one can certainly backfire if we don't draw any more lands, but it's because of the amulet. Literally any land does it, so that makes me excited about keeping it. Times where works are. I mean, maybe honestly. Is this a dismember or explosion one? Again? God damn it! Wow. Oh, this is so painful. This is so painful. This is so painful. Opponent plays explosion on 1, we immediately draw another 1-drop. Ugh, brutal. Alright. That's something. We didn't have that many chances at finding an untapped source, but we did, so that's cool. Also, my opponent missed a line drop, which is a big reason of why they're actually behind now. Okay, so we're gonna see what my opponent does here. Emry. So we're definitely gonna minus to get Needle and Needle Emry. God damn it! Can we just drop reasonable cards here? Yep. Play Amulet. Play this. I could have also played Azusa, but if they want to double block me, I'm okay with that. At least he actually doesn't fix their mana, so even if they have, I guess if they have to fairy, it's kind of annoying. Explosives on 2. Okay. Why? I don't understand why they have explosive. They played explosives on 2. That really makes no sense to me at all. Bounce land. It's Cavernous Souls. Cavern doesn't do anything. So I'm still trying to just go wide, I guess. I guess I should have named Human there so I could play Scout, because I don't think it's worth it to use a Gemstone Mine to play another Scout. Alright, opponent doesn't want to play anymore. Alright, we would have got it there. Okay, so we want discards. Don't want this. We want this. Don't want this. Sage, Enforce. One of these out. This out. I think we did bring in Pact of Negation last match. Yeah, my only 2-drop is Once Upon a Time, so I have no idea why my opponent played Explosives on 2, but sure, whatever. I'm not gonna complain. Not going to complain. I guess I'm shaving a Pact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still have 9 Titans, and Karn is kind of like a bigger threat than Prime Time, honestly. Speaking of Karn. Ugh. Opponent kept 7. I think I know mulligan. Better. I don't really care about playing Amulet on 1, so I'd rather have the flexibility. Like Bog's interaction against Emry and turn 1 Emry. They do have the turn 1 Emry. I know. Actually, I mean, I guess they could still have the turn 1 Emry. They do. That's so busted. That's so absurdly busted. So they already have a bubble here. So I think it's better for me to spend this turn using Scout. So I could have played the Bog, but it doesn't do anything really to stop their engine because they already have the bubble here. Are they gonna kill me on turn 2? I think my opponent's about to kill me on turn 2. No, they're not. Close to. Close to killing me on turn 2, but not quite. Alright, that's Mox Amber. They are getting some Servos values. Man, if only I had access to another something to pitch to force. I mean, it's not that good even though. Ramasat, thank you for the follow. That's actually a sick line. My opponent turned a servo into a bubble in order to draw one more card. That's kind of sick, actually. Big fan of that. I kind of don't want to play anything. Yeah, I'm just not gonna play anything. My opponent showed me multiple explosives. When I feel like I can get value off of the Bujuki Bog in response to my opponent tapping the Emry. So they sack an artifact and they mill me for 3. Okay. Do I want to blow some stuff out in response? Second force here. I think I'm okay with this. Okay. They're still not going infinite. So until they're going infinite, I don't think I want to do anything. They are going for the mill plan though. Ah, Romasat. Benvindo. Benvindo. Okay, so they mill me again. So no more Stronghold. Good to know about that. Okay. Draw a card. Interesting that they're not milling this themselves with the Emry in play. Amber has already spiked on TCG. This is going to be the Artifact Winter. We went from Hogak to Artifact Winter to... We just missed 2 activations. The thing is that they need to sacrifice an artifact in order to mill 3. So I guess that there's no artifact that they want to sack. So it's not like they're missing activations. They are just not... They don't want to sack dudes. Alright, I think it's time. We're gonna destroy this, and I think we're gonna destroy the bubble. They should bubble me to know. I guess they're gonna bubble themselves to see whether they should mill themselves. Oh, nice value. They're gonna mill me. Okay, so now the force resolves. There's nothing. And the Natty Bog makes its appearance. No value for you. That's a horrendous draw. That really sucks. That really sucks. We won game 1. We quickly Karned my opponent. just don't think there's anything I can do here. So I think I just hold up Bojuki Block so my opponent doesn't go nuts on me. Seems so bad though. And now I can't transmute. Even if I draw a Titan, I don't have a second green source. This is all sorts of trouble. But I'm playing around my opponent having access to Engineering, so this is, oh, they have an Urza, so, oh, Tesseret. Uh-oh. So now instead of having 1/1s, my opponent's gonna have 5/5s. That's so much better than 1/1s. Yep. 5/5s, I can confirm, are much better than 1/1s. No, my opponent thought that they were gonna copy a 5/5, but they actually copied just an Astrolabe for no value. That's pretty brutal for them. Alright, so what are we trying to draw here? Like a Rex Age or something? Is that even good? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I bounce this and replay it, I'm gonna have 7 mana total, so I'm gonna be 2 mana short. Okay, so I need to use this turn. We're gonna play another Trump blocker so we don't die. We're gonna transmute for a Primeval Titan. We're going to pass the turn. We can't haste because my opponent randomly milled one of our one of Slayer Stronghold. They have Urza too. Oh, Jace the Mind Sculptor. Yeah, that's also pretty good. That's also pretty solid. What do you think about tasting for Karn moving forward? I don't think I want to be doing that. If all these Ursa decks are more of the meta, not sure if it's correct, but I have tested for Karns in the past. I have not liked it. Have not been a fun. So this is 5, 10, 11. We're gonna go down to 2. But I think that's fine. We're already kind of on the explosives or bust plan anyway, so... And I guess it's better to bog myself here? Because I don't have anything to get back except with Karn, so I can get back an amulet or... Nice. Alright, that's kind of what I was looking for. Good. I guess they could have Disdainful Stroke, but like, what am I supposed to do against that? They do have the Disdainful Stroke, yeah, like what? How am I supposed to ever beat this? Yeah, that looked really bad for us. Yeah, so the plan seems to be like early Karn and try to take it. Play around Tarmogoyf. I'm probably not playing around Tarmogoyf out of my opponent's blue-white-red deck. Yeah. It seems like what our opponents are doing seems pretty busted. Yeah, this is a turn 3 kill with Pact backup. So unless my opponent has like turn 1 I think I'm actually gonna play the Field of the Dead on 1. No, I'm gonna play the Amulet on 1 because if we draw a Suicide, it's actually a turn 2, so. The only problem is this that's gonna happen right here. Oh, no. Okay. It was nice having a balance beta for a month. It was nice. It's nice because it was perfect, and then they released. For whatever reason, they chose to. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play the second Amulet and pass the turn. For whatever reason, it came out. The other one came out. The new set came out. Moxamber doesn't add mana, so we just jam and win, right? Just 20 them. Unless they're playing their own Pact of Negations. Disdainful Stroke. Metallic Rebuke. Doesn't matter. Also, my opponent tapped wrong. Because now I don't need to play around anything. Oh, Glory Fades. Thank you. Thank you for that tier 1 subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. As we are killing my Emry opponent with a beautiful turn 3 Titan with Pact of Negation backup. Feels good, man. Feels good. Order my triggers properly. Smash my opponent's face. $20. All right. One-on-one against this Urza Emry madness concoction. How do we feel about Once Upon a Karn so far? I mean, I just keep 4-1 with them. Yesterday, my losses were to a misclick and to a moto bug. And today, my loss was to the deck we just beat, who was being playing by Yama Killer. That was on round 1 of this league. And on the previous league, we got turn 2'd by Infect when we had the turn 3. Is it working or waiting? I don't know what that question is, Crimson. I think this is a keep. Mardu's Shadow? Grixis Shadow. Oh, please, no. Please don't be Mill. Please don't be Mill. Please, 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 please don't be Mill. Pretty please. Please be the Vengevine deck. Please be the Vengevine deck. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Alright, this one we can beat. My opponent's hand needs to be pretty busted, though. Yeah, my opponent's hand is pretty busted. Woo! Alright, we're not gonna win this one. We're not winning this one. Have you tried versions with that without Karn or Castle? Yes, I have. Glory Fates. You can check them out on my YouTube channel. The very first version that I tried was without neither card. My opponent is very good at the game of Magic. Why would they not shock there? Like, is there any reason to not shock? We're getting Tron over here, is that what you're saying? So this is 4, 10, 12, 13. So they have exact Cs. So I have to block there. Alright. Good job, opponent. Good job, you got me. Bog, Crypt. Get out of here. Wormcoil is actually not bad. And I think I want Rex Sage, but I don't want Force. Do we want to Braids is the question. They kill Crab, I guess? Yeah, alright. Alright. Let's go with this. Hornet Queen? Nah, we don't want Hornet Queen. Seems like this version has felt the strongest. Not really. This is like my favorite. I just love Karn in Amulet, which is... I feel like I'm one of the very few people that actually think this. But I actually do like Karn a fair amount in Amulet, so... Oh yeah, we're keeping this. We're bottoming the Upgrade. Bounce Land. Sick. Scouterino. Never seen such a good draw from that deck. Yeah, I mean, it basically depends a lot on what it is that they mill, right? If they mill something, like they just mill the nuts basically right there. And if they mill the nuts, then they're gonna get you. And if they don't mill the nuts, then you're gonna get them. It's pretty straightforward. Any land would be nice. That's not nice. So I'm just playing the Amulet. I'm gonna hold Bojuki Box, see what my opponent does. Hopefully they won't play around it. And if they don't, we're gonna get them pretty nicely. Also, if they don't, that means that I also get to Titan them next turn anyway. Hardcast Bloodghast. Yeah, but that one's probably not gonna cut it. This is kind of the kind of draws that I've seen from this deck, which is it just makes you wonder how and why. All right, no Force of Vigor. Bounce the Bog. Prime time, yes. Opponent concedes, rightfully so. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. We're gonna run this back again. Colossal Dread Mob Eats. Too strong. Ugh. Mole. Keep. Supplier. Alright. Cast once upon a time. Find a Susa. That's not terrible. Play Amulet, pass a turn. Next turn we're gonna get to... If my opponent doesn't destroy my Amulet, we're gonna get to a Susa plus once upon a time, hopefully find a Titan. Glimpse the unthinkable for 1,000,000. Okay. Okay, so I guess that we can find Bujuki Bog, and it would actually be pretty good for us to find Bujuki Bog. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Gruul Turf first. Down Sunhome. Then I'm gonna play Asusa. Once upon a time. For Teleria West, I guess. That sucks. Bounce this again. Okay, so we kind of whiffed there. It might still be fine. So next turn we should have Titan ready to go. Second Vengevine is kind of backbreaking there. Yeah, I think that we easily beat just a single Vengevine, but second Vengevine actually makes matters a little bit trickier. Because there's going to be so much damage coming in this turn. Bloodghast. So it's going to be 3, it's 8, 11, 12. 12 damage coming in this turn. Because I can't chomp with Asusa, unfortunately. My opponent has had some certainly above average draws with their deck. Should have transmitted for Tormos on that turn. I mean, we couldn't. Like, we only had 2 mana. Otherwise, I would have. Yeah, we can't block, so we're just taking all this damage. Okay. So I can go up to 6. I can make a Titan. I can make a Titan. I can haste the Titan. I can attack. I can't double strike. How can I survive? So I'm at 4. My opponent has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 attackers. I can attack. This blocks here, this blocks here. I can play explosives on 1 and crack it. That kills this, 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 and this. Then I block here, block here. I can get Colony Garden for 1 more blocker. And we're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4 and die. 5. What if I find Radiant Fountain and I play another blocker? So I can find Kalni, Radiant Fountain, play Scout, then I block 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 6, and I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's too much. I think I'm just dead. I don't think I have any outs. Kalni Bounce Land doesn't do anything. I can blow up all the 1-drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, but then I only have 3 blockers. And I still take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I still die. I don't think I have outs. I don't think I have outs. This is by far the best draws I've seen from this deck. Like every single time I played against this deck, it was like we just kind of cheese them out, and it kind of doesn't matter what they do. But this time around, my opponent had like incredible board states. Like this was their turn 3. This was their turn 3. Pretty ridiculous. Yeah, I think that we're very. Oh, they're trying to mill into like a Crippin' Chill or something. That's another blood gas too. So that's yet one more that I need to slug through. Uh, yeah. 2, 3, 4, 1. Yeah, I'm just dead. I'm just Dobbs. All right, bad beats. Bad beats. Okay, this seems like a keepable hand. Not a great hand, but certainly a keepable hand. Yeah, I mean, it's like your opponent's hand doesn't really matter, right? In those kind of decks, same with Dredge. It's like their opening hand doesn't really matter. They just need to mill the correct pieces, and my opponent did on both occasions. I think on that one turn, if that Stitcher supplier doesn't mill another Vengevine and they swing for 4 on that turn, I think that I can actually stabilize and I can win on the following turn. But my opponent just milled exactly what they needed. They got like multiple price amalgams and stuff. But like deck twice and in both matches in both games, he did essentially that to me. Really? No, my experience with it has been like they just mill a couple of cards and their deck just doesn't really function, and then they just die to my Titans. Point is mulling into 5. Glimpse the Unthinkable is insane in that shell. Yep. It definitely looked very good there. Certainly did look very good. Okay, so we're going to Amulet on 1. Not exposing the Ghost Quarter yet, and this is going to allow me to also steerings before I make a decision about what I want to do. Good to see. We also get more information about my opponent's draw as well. There's a tower. So I can back for Asusa next turn. Does that mean that I should go Squatter right now? No, because I need a second bounce, and I can't Karn if I lose this land drop. So I think I'm gonna play a T-West, and I'm gonna hope that my opponent doesn't have doesn't have the nuts over there. But with this hand, I can summon or respect. Alright, no natural Tron. Sweet. That's what needed to happen. What surprises me when I keep hearing that the deck is not as consistent. I mean, it again, I can only speak of my personal experience, right? Like whenever I personally played against that deck, it just kind of rolled over and died. I don't know what the normal thing to happen is because I am not familiar with the deck or anything, so I don't play the deck often. Oh, is this E-Tron? Oh, my opponent has their own Karn. Alright. I cannot wait for them to minus and go get... I mean, what can they even get? Like a Ballista or something? Because Liquid Metal Golem does literal nothing. Worm Coil. Alright. Steerings into bounds. So I guess I can play around the lock by getting Field of Dead here. Seems good. I can go with Python Needle with this card now. If they don't get Tron, I just win. Alright, so they're mono green Tron. Good to know. Good to know. So yeah, right. I just have Field of Death, so I just Lattice. We're both locked out, except I'm getting zombies and my opponent is not. Even if they get Ensnare and Bridge here, it just doesn't matter. Hey, how you doing, Caleb? Welcome everybody from Caleb's stream. Well, I guess that's the route. We are playing some modern here. Playing some Karn Amulet, and we're testing Once Upon a Time. But yeah, the Storm Boys are here. Alright, so I think that my opponent is a mono green Tron, and I unfortunately drew the Ghost Quarter, so I can't do unpleasant stuff to them. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing at the Karn, the Great Creator. Swing at the Karn. And then I'm going to play Python Needle on my second main phase. Get Colony Garden and Tolaria West. Why not just Lattice? Because my opponent has a 1-1 in play. If I Lattice, we both get locked out, my opponent attacks my Karn, and I lose the game. That's why I don't Lattice. And I'm gonna Needle Karn Liberated. My opponent has a Worm Call in hand, which I don't really care about. They could have Ulamog, and that would be annoying, to say the least. But unfortunately, I naturally drew the Ghost Quarter. Things did not really work out for me. Double Worm Coil. Sounds good. Now I can actually lock my opponent out with Lattice pretty safely. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna play Field of the Dead. Yep, we should have enough. So Field of the Dead, prime time. Get Vesuva and whatever. Let's get a bounce land. Semi-growth chamber. We're gonna get some zombies. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Bounce to Luria West. Play Mycosynth Lattice. Opponent's locked out. We have infinite zombies. We don't even need to attack. Opponent can gain all the life they want. Got him. Alright. Tron. Against Tron, we want Raminap, we want Force, we want Sage. That's about it. Don't want Gracer, don't want Explosives. And we can shave. We can shave one Starings. All right. You enjoyed the 75? It's been okay. I'm still not sure whether this is better than just the normal list that I played in the past. Like the 80% win rate amulet list that I've been jamming for like a couple of weeks now. I'm very sure that I'm not sure this is better, and I'm actually kind of sure that it's not. If I were to put it somehow. I was gonna say this hand is not terrible, but it could be. It has the potential of being terrible. Bounce land. It's not a bounce land. It's also not a bounce land. God damn it. Alright, so we're gonna need to go scooter my opponent. This really sucks. Now we find a bounce land, it's not even that good even. Have you considered how Sakama would have pulled you? Shut up, cheese. Stop saying Sakama. Every time anybody says Sakama on this stream, they should get immediately banned. Scout, Susa, Stronghold, Kalmi, pass. Alright, if they have the O Stone. Rojo Platano, thank you for the follow. Okay, so no O Stone. They do have Tron. Oh, they might have O Stone actually. I pulled 2 once upon a times over pre-release weekend, included a stamped foil, but okay, so we can concede now? Yeah, this is basically a concession right here. Alright. Let's go to the next game. I'm gonna need to have exactly Oblivion Stone. Tron line into Oblivion Stone, that is. And they did, so we died. I guess. I've seen the Emry deck twice. I'm not. Yeah, I think it's. This hand is kind of close. I think it's close enough that I'll keep it, and it's very likely that I will just die miserably. It's proper. It's correct for me to play this off the Gemstone Mine, the Amulet of the Gemstone Mine, in case I find the Tolaria West and I can trust speed on turn 2. And our best draw is probably an Azusa. Is Azusa better than Amulet? I guess that, yeah, so either Amulet or second Azusa are game winning. Opponent moves to 6. You really need to enjoy mulliganing if you're playing Tron, I feel like. I'm gonna ride with Karn for a while longer myself, I think. Okay, yeah, I mean that's certainly, again, I'm not sure that Once Upon a Time is better in this shell, at least. And Karn, like, it's not that Karn got any worse in the new metagame, right? Like, if anything, it got even better. Yeah, it's definitely a good idea to just, like, own the playset or whatever, and then if you play it, you play it, and if you don't play, you don't play it. It's fine. Okay. I think I play Simic here. My opponent can't. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play Simic here. If my opponent wants to go squatter me, that's actually great. So, and I don't think that this amulet is very likely to live much longer. So, trying to get rid of the bounce lands, the ETB tap lands earlier, it's okay with me. Okay, so this is it. Sweet. All right, so we win. Unless my opponent is playing some card that doesn't exist, that allows them to not die to this Primeval Titan. They are very, very dead. Why does it feel so good to be Tron? I really don't know why. It's like, it's such a strange thing. Well, I guess I'm getting Garrison anyway, so every time I beat Tron, it's more satisfying than beating other decks, I feel like we naturally drew the Ghost Quarter all 3 games. Is that correct? Somehow. Move to combat. Opponent doesn't concede. There we go. All right, for that 3 and 2. Because it feels so bad to lose to Tron, maybe it just evens out. So whenever you beat Tron, you feel just as good because of all the times that you lost to Tron and it felt so bad. That's fair. Okay. We're playing against the fake Cyrus. I'm not gonna say anything in chat, but there's Cyrus CG and then there's CG Cyrus, which is, I think it's hilarious. Yeah, so my opponent seems to be in some kind of like burn deck of kinds. Certainly unkind. Alright, Mono Rift Bolt. Bumping the Night. Sure, let's find the bounce land here. So we can reset our gemstone. This hand's not good against burn, obviously. Skelemental? They might be playing Skelemental. I doubt it. Yeah, I really doubt that they are going to be on Skelemental. That's an amulet though. Is that better than the Bisuba? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. And I'm definitely going to play this Scouterino here. Hopefully baiting. Hopefully will be another new rod for... Another rod for like buying from my opponent, like shooting some burn spell at it. Fetch for no reason and pass. Ah, I actually messed this up. That makes me sad. I should have played the Tolaria West as one of my lands for turn so I could plus on the amulet and have a blocker. Which could potentially be relevant. As is, I'm just gonna plus. Why is my opponent not playing spells with 4 cards in hand? What is going on? Alright, Lava Spike. Skewer the critics. Nothing else. So for 1 mana they can't... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I can Titan and... I can Titan, Haste, and lock my opponent out. Seems good. For 1 black mana, there's nothing that I'm playing around here. I could. Should I? No, I shouldn't. Certainly should not. Fountain Simic. Lands. The game is locked up. That's why I'm playing very non-clean. How do I feel about the Ad Nauseam matchup? I mean, honestly, I haven't played against Ad Nauseam in probably months at this point, and I do play a lot of Moto. Like basically every time you see me streaming, I'm playing Moto. So, like I do play a lot of Moto, and even still, like I don't ever see Ad Nauseam. So it definitely feels like that deck is pretty much just vanished from the face of Modern. I do see it sometimes showing up in. Sometimes it does show up in like 5-0 dumps, but it's like I haven't played against it in a while. And when I did, I honestly have not tried it with this list. Karn is actually very good against Ad Nauseam because it stops all of their artifact mana. So in that sense, it's very good. However, not having access to any kind of counter magic post sideboard with a list like this can be very punishing. So it's kind of a warm call is no. I believe that Jose, you are wrong, and I'm going to tell you why in a second. I explain all of this stuff in my sideboard guide, which you can get access to if you're a subscriber. All you need to do is you need to join the Discord. So I guess against this version of Burn, it's a little bit more debatable because I don't have full information about what my opponent's list is. But basically, Wormcoil, your opponent will always see it coming, so it's really really easy for them to play around it. And uh, I think I'm holding on this. This is better. I'm gonna keep this, and I'm gonna bottom this Summoner's Pact. So the pact is there exclusively because it actually answers. Oops, I shouldn't have F6. I could have. I guess we can do that again now. In response to the trigger, I could shuffle away this Titan thanks to the Once Upon a Time. So basically, the blue pact is there to stop deflecting palm. Your opponents very often deflecting palm you, and you can get them. So there's an interesting risk on top. So I'm going to Once Upon a Time in response. You're getting the Simic Growth Chamber, and now we get a second trigger, which reveals an Amulet. Sweet value. But it's very easy for your opponent to play around the Wormcoil because of Skullcrack and stuff like that, and the Pact of Negation is there because of Deflecting Palm. I might be cutting it though if I see that my opponent is not playing any of those kind of cards. But I'm still not sure what my opponent's list looks like, right? So, right, Gemstone Mine and what? Pact of Negation. Because I have 6 Seikoth, I explained that. We can back for Baloth. It doesn't seem particularly great though. It seems like a way for us not to die, which is good. I could also just play a Rex Sage as a blocker. Seems bad. If they have the Searing Blaze, I just lose because I can't pact it. Yeah, there's the Searing Blaze. Okay, so we can concede. And I think I'm actually going to take out the Pact of Negation because my opponent is playing straight up black and red. Usually, Pact of Negation is very good against Burn because your opponent will give you infinite time because they will side out Burn spells. Jay Lamb, with that tweet from South, thank you so much for the support. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. And as I was saying earlier, my opponent is on straight up red and black, so I'm not expecting Deflecting Palm from them. So that's why I'm going to side out the Pact of Negation. But against normal red white burn, your opponents will very often keep hands that are kind of clunky, but have Deflecting Palm, and they will side out burn spells in order to bring those Deflecting Palms, and then you will stabilize at 3 or something, and your opponent will have 2 cards in hand, and you know that they have like a Smash to Smithereens and a Deflecting Palm in hand, but you just have no Amulet. And they sided out, actual burn spells that would have killed you if they hadn't over cybered against you. But yeah, people overvalue the Amulets. I mean, to be fair, we are kind of an awkward deck to sideboard against. Like, that Fulminator is good, right? Like that's kind of like a no-brainer, but there are a bunch of other decks, of other cards that are awkward, that are great against us in some situations and terrible in others. And we're gonna mulligan this hand. Oh, come on. 5. Okay, we're keeping these, and we are bottoming these 2. Actually, we're bottoming these 2 because this can be a Baloth. All right. Bottom the Titan. Bottom. I guess we can bottom the. Nah, I'd rather bottom the Tulare West. Hopefully my opponent has a Goblin Guide and helps me undo my mulligan. Gobbo. Yes. Nice. See what we draw. Semi-growth chamber. Sick. Sick. Alright. Ooh, Scout is kind of awkward. I think I'm gonna be spending this turn to upgrade the Goblin Guide. Swifty. Spike. Okay. Let's see what we draw. Ghost Quarter. Gonna cast Once Upon a Time. We're gonna get Gracer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're gonna get Gracer. And we're going to braid the Monastery Swift Spear. My opponent's playing Gutshot. Good for them, they got me. So we're gonna play Gracer. Play this. Bounce. Gemstone. Play Scout. Play another Scout. Next turn we can, if we find another, either a bounce land or an ETB and tap land, will give us Titan mana, which basically means that we win the game. And we can also Backdoor Bailoff if need be, which I think that I'm going to. If my opponent has a Skullcrack, I kind of die, but I don't think I can not do anything for an entire turn. So it's just like, if you got the Skullcrack, I'm dead. If they don't, sweet. Alright, so now we have a body, and we're actually clocking my opponent. We're at 17, which is a pretty healthy life total. We have multiple blockers. We're gonna get to start attacking next turn. And we already have a Titan in hand waiting. Alright, my opponent has pure gasoline in there. Lands. Alright. So they can't kill me next turn, which means that I'm probably gonna get to resolve this Titan, and this Titan should stabilize. Oh, a 5. Alright, sweet. We're gonna do Radiant Fountain and Cruel Turf? I guess we can do Border Garrison. I'm gonna gain 2. 4. And my opponent now needs to use resources to kill the Titan, which means that the Bailoff will continue killing them. I mean, I guess if they find a 3-drop, a 1-drop burn spell, they can get there. So the reason why I transmuted for Vesuva is that it basically guarantees that I'm gonna be able to gain life. Oops, I forgot to deal 2 extra damage. That was bad. What is my opponent's hand? Okay. All right, 3 and 2. Honestly, because I was kind of like short sighted. Yeah, I could have raided and killed and gone for the kill. I didn't think about it, but yeah, I could have gone for a kill there. Prime time is also Bailoff, yeah. um, honestly, I was like so focused on like the fact that there's no way I'm losing that game because I didn't lose the previous turn that I forgot to just like straight up win it. I mean, the line that I went with, it was kind of the same. I could have also attacked with a scout and just unactivate the stronghold for extra value. Um, but yeah, I mean the list is solid. I'm not sold that Once Upon a Time is making it better still, and it's been really hard to pinpoint like whether like what is better and what is worse in this list as compared to the previous list that we've been playing. Yeah, I just don't know what configuration is going to be the best. I kind of miss having access to Back to the Negation in the main deck for sure. That is probably the single card that I miss the most. The fourth basic is also nice, so not having access to that is a little bit painful too. But I think that we've been hitting our land drops pretty reliably, and when we don't get cheesed out, it definitely feels like when we don't get cheesed out, our draws have been considerably more like it's considerably smoother. I don't know if that's because of Once Upon a Time or because of something else, but it's like it certainly does feel that way. But yeah, it's a cool list. That's all that I have for today. Thanks everybody for hanging out. We have 116 viewers. If you have not hit that follow button, make sure you do so. I stream a lot of modern and a lot of very particularly amulet on this channel. So if you enjoy the content, make sure you hit that follow button. If you would like to support the stream, you can always subscribe. You get access to these sweet emotes as well as the cyber guide and every cyber guide that I've written and every cyber guide that I will write in the future. Let me update the record real quick. The way to access those cyber guides is through joining my Discord, and then you need to link your Twitch and your Discord accounts, and that's it. You're gonna get access to all the sub-only channels where you will find the cyber guide. If you would like to follow me on Twitter, I always post whenever I'm going live. You can follow me right there. If you'd like to check out previous streams, you can go to my YouTube channel, which is right there. If you are planning on buying any new cards or any old cards, if you're planning on buying any cards on TCG Player, you can support the stream for free by using that link that's showing up right over there. So it's a very cool feature that TCG Player has, and being an affiliate, it's basically a free way to give me money. So that's always great. It's always great. And finally, if you would like to donate to this stream, donations are always very, very appreciated. And any donation of $15 or more, I will play your list through a league live here on stream. We will talk about it, possible changes and stuff. But yep, that's gonna be it for today. We'll be back tomorrow. I think I'm gonna go back to trying out the castle. I think that this card might be pretty sweet in Amulet, and I really want to find out if I can find like a setup that I really like. But yep, that's gonna be it for me today. See you all tomorrow. Have an amazing rest of your day, and we're gonna raid Yama Killer. So I'm gonna send all of you to Yama's stream, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye bye.